Okay, welcome to Vinyl Yak. This is our first of the interview series. We're joined by DJ and it's a TikTok sensation. Fahri Mac.
Slightly, yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, lads.
Right, so kick it off. What got you into making music in the first place?
I've always loved music. My nanny was a piano teacher, believe it or not. And then started DJing when I was like 13, 14. Very different to piano, but I started DJing, playing house parties. And when I was DJing, I started playing in clubs, and a guy told me in the club when I was like 16, 17. It's actually in the home of Bob Brigham.
It's gone now, actually.
Yeah, it's gone now, but I played there when I was like 16, 17. It's like my first overage gig when I was like 16 DJing. Everyone was like 30 in the dance floor. I was like, I should not be here, but there's a guy who was after me. He's like, you want to get really, really big, start producing music, and that just kind of stuck in my head. And didn't produce music for ages, stopped DJing actually completely. And then first lockdown came, but everyone was bored out of the head. A lot of people did running. A lot of people made stupid videos on TikTok. I also made stupid videos on TikTok as well. But I started teaching myself how to produce music, and then another started throwing them out, and that was it. Took off from there.
Yeah, what was the first track? I know you've stepped out, but what was the first song that you produced that you put on Soundcloud?
You're like, okay, I actually took that down now. My very first one.
Yeah.
It was a remix of a Tupac song. Looking like the old school, I think it was called, and it was. I have it private on SoundCloud and listen back to sometimes. Like, Jesus, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. Well, actually, releasing that, it did well. I don't know, did you know BLK? Yeah, we were all in this big group on Facebook called Tune Drop, and I threw in the Tune Drop, not thinking anything of it. My very first song I ever produced and released it. First person to comment, BLK. Wow, confident straight away. Now, he wasn't big back then.
So
he was big enough, but he wasn't big. He's humongous now. And just commented tune on it. Back in my shit. BLK commented on one of my OG songs. That was shit, but look.
You said about starting DJing, like going to clubs, doing sets when you were 16, 17. Did you go to them, or what way did that work out?
Yeah, it's hockey to know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like this was from the age of like 15. I really started DJing was like 13, 14, and then up to like 16, 17, 18, hopping out of it. Very few texting back. Home Bad Rigging gave me a shot. Like, I texted everywhere. Palace and Navan, everywhere in Drogheda. Rights venue, back when Rights venue was a thing.
Yeah.
And no one replied to me except for the Home Bad Rigging, so
gave me a shot.
Wow. I actually texted there's actually one of the DJs in the Home Bad Rigging, Elfla, and he said, yeah, buzz in, open up for me. Did it, and yeah. Mad, because those places that I text back in like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, they were trying to book me when Step Out was blown up.
Yeah.
And my booker would be like, this is his fee. Like, oh, could you do anything better on it at all? I was like, hey, that's it. Goes around.
That's pretty nice feeling, actually.
Circle, yeah. So that was cool. But I played a good few venues that I texted when I was younger, and then got booked to play now.
What would be your personal favourite venue that you've done today?
Oh, jeez. Social 15 in Killarney, where I'm playing on Friday. That's huge. It's like probably the size of the academy.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
Nice.
So it's maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. That fits maybe like 2,000 people. That's a nice venue. Everywhere in Kerry is really good to play on. If you just want to go on a good night, I'll go to Kerry.
Good crack.
Oh man, the people are class. So many tourists there as well. Everyone's just there to have a good time.
Yeah.
There's no messing or anything. Well, there's a little bit of messing, but it's one of the best.
Horseplay.
A little bit of horseplay. Yeah. you know those country guys.
Yeah.
There in Galway, there's place DNA in Galway. That actually closed down about a year and a half ago. DNA in Galway was unbelievable to play. So probably those two.
Yeah. You just said about closing down. Big thing at the minute is clubs closing down all over the country. What's your opinion on it?
I think clubs will make a comeback.
Yeah.
I think they will, yeah. I think what happened was COVID. So the kids, but like say the people that are going to clubs now.
Yeah, I was feeling that. Like everyone that was like 18 when COVID turned, they don't get that. You know, that stretch like 18 to 21 when you're going out the whole time.
Yeah.
They miss that, and then
they don't even arse now.
Yeah.
And then the kids that were like 14, say, when COVID hit, and then 17, 18, whatever they are, whatever age they're now. So kids are only turning 18, they're starting to go to clubs again, and club culture's coming back. It's a way heavier scene though at the moment. Like, people go out to see the heavy techno DJs.
Yeah.
That's usually what people go and see, but
BLK be a good example of
BLK be a good example of that. And don't get me wrong, he deserves it. He's a smashing DJ. So, like, that you gave his life for it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Which do you rather actually? Because I listen to your tracks, you have some like real heavy, like when you listen to like Rootless, and then compared to Chasing You, do you rather like the real heavy kind of techno or the more kind of upbeat dance house?
It's mad, man. Cause like I go from like piano house to 160 BPM harder stuff. Not as hard as some of the stuff that BOK plays now, for example. But believe it or not, I actually prefer making heavier stuff.
Yeah.
And I was making heavier stuff for ages. Like the way I started was I released something like the old school 2-pack remix, and then on TikTok I used to put up stupid videos of me. Do you know the guy? What team do you support? Celtic, Shamrock Rovers. Who's your favorite player?
St. Patrick.
Yeah.
Of course, Celtic.
Yeah, I fucking I sampled him. I took his vocal and I put it in a song. It's called The Green and the White. It's on SoundCloud, and I just literally like it's my first song that did actually really good. Well, did relatively okay.
Yeah.
When I say relatively okay, like most of my songs have like 10. Most of them have like maybe 100, 150,000. You know what I mean? But that was the first one that did over 100,000. And before that, my songs did 10, 15, 20. So that was major for me back then. And everyone just loved it on TikTok. That's the reason. TikTok's major for that.
TikTok is massive. Like
TikTok's
we said,
massive.
you are on TikTok and you have a bit of presence on TikTok.
Yeah.
But like when the sound goes viral on TikTok, it can just go anywhere, can't it?
That's what happened to Step It Out, man. That's what happened to Step It Out. It started on TikTok. That was it.
Did you know, like when you made Step It Out and you were listening to it, did you know, all right, I think I have it with this one. This is big, or was it just when it started garnering the views on TikTok and blowing up?
Believe it or not, I didn't even finish Step It Out when it started blowing up. I had the song made and I was sitting there with my my girlfriend at the time. She's a musician as well, and I had it made and it was nice. There was just piano in it and piano and bass and stuff like that, and it sounded good, but it didn't sound amazing. And then I pulled from the original Step It Out Mary song all the kind of trad instruments.
Yeah.
I was like, what happens if I threw this in here? I don't know. I had to get the timing right on it, and eventually I threw it in, and I got the timing perfect on it, and I played it, and it's on the second drop. It's like, so Step It Out, and that's the proper like trad instruments.
Yeah.
And then I just turn around and like the girlfriend at the time was looking back at me, and I was like, oh shit.
It's good to do.
Yeah.
You can get a video right now, and literally she took that video and it's me. I'm wearing my fucking I'm wearing pajamas, man, literally in the house, like, and I just like lip synced to it, and then the trad instruments came in, and I picked up her fucking electric guitar and pretended to play it, and didn't think anything of it, man. It looked like an absolute idiot. Put it up, checked it an hour later, I had 200,000 views, whatever it was.
Oh my god! After an hour.
And man, people calling me. I had labels because. Before that, I was in contact and I was in talk with a good few labels. I'd actually signed the track already to a label. That's another story. We'll probably get into it later on. But I'd already signed the track to a label, and all those labels, every single one that I was talking to loads, and maybe like 10, 15 at the time. They're hawking me out of it proper. Because once you start getting a good few views on SoundCloud and stuff like that and TikTok, labels will get in contact with you. They won't necessarily sign you or try sign you, but they'll keep in touch. They'll keep you sweet. Wait for that song that blows up, and then they'll be on to you, hawking you out of it. So that's essentially what happened. That song blew up, and everyone called me.
The rest is history.
Yeah, I remember that because, like, obviously with Yusuf, I knew you as Yusuf's brother, and I remember at that time being like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah.
That's the thing as well. I didn't know that. I knew you were like into house and into rap. Then I remember being in the car and you're playing like Christy Moore.
Yeah, man.
I was like, this guy's got a bit of range.
I love everything, man. Like, to be honest, the thing I listen to most in the car and chilling around and stuff like that would be folk music.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, so I listen to a lot of like, poppy folk kind of music. So Hosier, he's my goat, man. He's my favorite artist of all time, I think, anyways. Obviously Christy Moore would be a little bit more Irish in that sense, and so as a person on the come up, I think he's a good friend of mine. His name's Ro Byrne. I don't know if you know Ro Byrne. Have you heard of him?
No.
Yeah, he's in Germany at the moment writing songs. Really, really good. Dermot Kennedy was interviewed last year and he said, who's next up in Irish music? And he said, Ro Byrne.
Didn't say Fahri.
No, I didn't say Fahri. Unfortunately. I don't think Dermot Kennedy's in to step it out for some reason.
So.
It's a little bit different than what he makes, but yeah, like I listen to all that stuff in the car, and people get into the car with me and they expect me to just turn on fucking heaviest techno and like just house music. And to be honest, I do listen to it, but I have to be in a certain mood. I prefer playing it and making it than actually just listening to it constantly. So when I'm making it, you listen to the same song over and over again.
Yeah.
House music, techno, house music, techno. Listen to the same 4 bars to make sure everything's perfect. Like what you hear, that 3 minutes that I put out, I've listened to that for maybe days on end, you know, in a way. So that's
you're probably constantly critiquing other DJs as well when you're listening to.
I'm not constantly, just other songs in general. Yeah, it's not even. I just tear the song apart, and like sometimes you have to stop that and just listen to it. You know,
Yeah,
way, so.
100%.
And then obviously with Step It Out, like it blew up so big that you got to re-record it with the High Kings.
Yeah, we recorded with the lads. Yeah, did a good bit of content with them. They're good lads. They're flying at the moment. They're on tour in America, Australia every 4 weeks. Like they're smashing it. Good group of lads. Alphalas now. They're alphalas, but their sound. You can put that in. I don't care. He's there. They know. Yeah, no, the sound's good. So got to record it with them. Got through everything goes through management when you start signing tracks. So we had to get their management sign off before we could release it. Good bit of negotiations from the label and their management. I was ready to go. My management was ready to go.
Yeah.
Their label pushed back. Their management pushed back because they knew this thing's blown up. We want to get as much as possible for the lads.
Yeah.
So they're pushing back. That's why it took even longer to release. Like it was on SoundCloud for a while and then didn't release on Spotify and all for 5-6 months later after I released on SoundCloud. So I was like, is the hype gone? Is the hype gone? And I remember I was literally flying to Bali the morning that was released. Step It Out. And I just remember checking. I woke up say 7 in the morning before my flight. I remember checking the artist profile on Spotify, and literally within the first 7 hours, I had like 20,000 plays. I was like,
wow,
this should do okay. Because I was shitting myself. I was just gonna get no views at all.
I was gonna say that. I looked today. I was adding up. I was like, across just the re-release version. I was on Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube. It's on like 6.8 million plays.
Jesus.
I was like, there's more people than live in Ireland.
Oh shit!
Like,
yeah,
that's
it is
insane.
That's pretty sick. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
that is sick.
I didn't know that. Yeah, there's a lot of artists that don't get that many views in the song.
No, I'm blessed for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's people grafting away years that have a fraction of that. So it's chunk of it's luck, chunk of it's social media, chunk of it's finding a niche. Since then, more trad houses came out.
Yeah, I've noticed that actually myself. There has been a lot more that, and Step It Out was the first that I had listened to, but since that there has been a bit more. Would you ever go down? Would you go down that route again, or?
I think that's.
Or it's just done. That's it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like I seen, like I'm mates with. I was mates before that because before Step It Out was even released, about 6 months before, I had a support slot in Cypress Avenue in Cork for a band called Chasing Abbey. Do you know Chasing Abbey? Yeah. I'm good mates with them, and after I released Step It Out, my girlfriend at the time, as I said, she's a singer. 3 or 4 weeks after I released Step It Out, she went down to the lads because she was doing a writing session with them.
Yeah.
And they were like, I've seen Fahri release that Step It Out song, Trad House, very nice. It seems to be doing well. She's like, yeah, it's fine for him. 4 weeks later, the lads fucking release Oh My Johnny. That's it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh My Johnny. And man, to be fair, I think it's a decent tune.
Yeah. Blew up as well, didn't it?
It blew up as well. A lot of American stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe not the way it was marketed, but I don't know. People thought they were rinsing it and dragging it, so a lot of the comments, they got a shitload of hate.
Did they?
Yeah. Oh man, every TikTok video I've seen, they were getting so much hate in it.
Yeah, because I remember when it came out, it got a lot of radio play as well.
It did. It got a ton of radio play.
Yeah.
They've done well anyways. They're well known in the industry, you know.
Yeah, they are.
They've been around years and years and years. They have songs out years that are really good. But yeah, they're getting a hell of a lot of hate, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna release another trad house song.
Yeah. Because you're saying the DJing like this Friday. Are you normally heading down? I know you don't down to Kerry a good bit for DJing.
Yeah, Kerry's my main spot. I have a residency down in Kerry, so I made a deal with a group down there. Go down and do at least 1 gig a month. I kind of fell out of love with DJing, to be honest with you. It's just strenuous. Like when Step It Out first released, I was working say 5 days a week. Then on a Friday night, I finish at 6. I'd fly to Kerry, do the set, fly back, go to work on Saturday morning. Then Saturday night, I drive to Donegal, play in Donegal, stay the night, come back. I was row off.
That is strenuous.
Yeah, it's serious.
It's hell. People think it's the greatest thing in the world. It's not. Especially if you're doing it abroad. I've done Santa Ponsa, Magaluf, Ibiza, all that jazz. Like flying to Santa Ponsa on a Friday night, flying back and playing in Kerry on a Saturday night. It's just
Yeah, but as I said, you're doing this whilst working in
That's
your
right.
day-to-day job as well, which makes it a lot harder than
Everyone's telling me to quit.
full time.
Everyone's telling me to quit for ages. My mum was telling me to quit as well. Even like, she's like, you need to quit your job and go full time to music, which I didn't think she'd ever say.
And did you think about it?
Yeah, I thought about it, like, but my job was very sound at the time. They were like, "Oh, look, if you need any time off, do." And I was like, "Oh no, I can do everything. I can do it. I'm fine."
That's why you're flying on the Red Bull still.
Fucking hell, 7 of that, not messing up. I don't have that many. No, I think I need that to survive.
29 in the evening.
I know, yeah. I had one this morning, and I was like, I'm shattering them off tomorrow, so I was like, I'm gonna have a Red Bull just so I can actually chat to these boys like a normal human being. You know?
Yeah. I appreciate that.
No bother.
Yeah. What was your worst? Do you have any bad experiences from DJing? Any horror shows?
Good few to be honest with you. I don't remember ones from years and years ago. Actually, one when I was like 17, I was playing a house party in Art actually, and I got blackout drunk and I don't remember anything. My decks were there. I literally only spent like €1,000 on decks. I was saving the whole summer. Spent €1,000 on decks the week before and literally passed out drunk. Bought a MacBook Pro as well. Was passed out drunk. Some girl fell on my MacBook Pro and broke it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a really bad experience, DJing.
It's a tough one to wake up to.
Yeah, that is. Another one I was playing. I'm actually going to name the place because I actually don't care because I'm never going to play there again. I was playing the Palace in Navan. You
know what to play there.
It is a shit. I was actually tell you, it wasn't the worst in the world, but like I walked up and it was like 11 o'clock and there was literally posters of me out the front. And I walked past the whole queue and people shouting, "I was just trying to get to skip the queue and all." I'm like, I was literally fucking posters of me on the fucking thing. I brought my sister and I brought my missus at the time. I don't know if you went, but we strolled up and I walked up and I was like, "Oh, playing here tonight." And usually there'd be someone to meet you at the door, walk through the crowd, have a little area set off for you, bring over your this thing called the rider. Yeah. Bring over drinks or whatever you ordered. And what's the story? It's like tenner in. I was like, I'm playing. I'm like, that's me right there. Like, oh yeah, no bother, you walk in then. And then obviously my sister, Yusuf, and my missus time walked up behind as well, and they went to walk in. They're like, "Oh, it's tenner each."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Are you like?"
That is desperate.
I'm literally playing. Like I'm literally. Like,
yeah.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, it's a bad experience.
And I just called my booking agent and I was like,
I'm never going here again.
I was like, "Listen, what's the story here?" And he's like, "Let me get on to him now." He gets everything sorted. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He just comes straight away. He's like, "What's going on here?" And then the big manager walked in. I was like, "What are you doing? Let them in." Then he took me back, got us a bottle of vodka. But I wasn't even drinking. I just threw it to them because they come for the free drinks. So, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
it was like DJ, man.
Do you ever think I'm putting anything weird into the rider? I always see like there's lists of like celebrities and the weird things they put in the rider when they go in places.
I don't
be like only green M&Ms.
Yeah, I heard Jekka's like a big kind of
he played as well.
Yeah, he blue M&Ms I believe he asked for, just blue M&Ms. I just asked for fruit.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, fruit because especially in Kerry, like if I'm traveling the whole way down, the last thing I want to do is get a fucking like Supermax or anything dirty.
Yeah,
you go straight to the
more run down and you already are like.
Oh, you'd be shattered, man. So I'm just like chugging a bit of fruit and then 4 or 5 pints of Guinness and then
nice balance.
Yeah, and then maybe a bottle of vodka. Depends on feeling. A few pints of Guinness is essential though. That's on my rider. So
what would you say? So I really like your song, the remix you have from Morgan Wallen, but if you had, say, a dream collab, someone you could re-record song, doesn't matter who they are, what would you like dream collab be?
So any song, not one they've already released.
Yeah.
Who would dream collab be with who? But yeah, it's Hosier,
yeah.
That'd be Hosier, yeah. He has a house song already.
Off what track? Or would you like him to go original for you?
I'd like him to go original, man.
Yeah, again.
I feel like that man could just run it. He could just go in for 10 minutes, write something down, and just sing it, and I'd be like, yeah, that's perfect, that's all I need, man. I just do my own thing to it. He'd be my favourite, definitely. He has a house song already out with Medusa,
Yeah.
Actually looking forward. Hosier's playing EP this year.
He's going EP,
Yeah.
I had a good buzz. I'm not going, but
You're not
I went
going
last year. It's good. Just can't do the camping, man.
Yeah, that's why this is my first year glamping.
You're better off.
I think it's going to be well worth the money.
Man, I did glamping last. I was doing sound last year EP, so I could stay in the artist area, so it's grand. And they have like kind of glamping set up for you and everything already, so it's grand. But yeah, a couple of years ago when I went, I did camping and it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
You'll break out the camping until you're not able to go anymore. Will you?
I remember the first year we went. It was like I think we just gone 18. Got the tickets like 2 days beforehand. Was going with a girlfriend at the time. Big fight, and she was like, "Oh, you selling our tickets?" And I was like, "Whoa, our tickets?" So I called up one of the lads. I was like, "Do you want to go?" No equipment, no. We had a tent. We went there, no sleeping bag, nothing. Lying on the ground like this in a hoodie,
Jesus.
just like this at night time, shaking.
Did you enjoy yourself then?
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
It was a great time, yeah. It was a big spirit.
Bear in mind, he's doing this sober as well. Everything Kieran does is sober. He doesn't even drink. It's like 10 times worse.
Yeah, no. It was great. Sitting there in the rain, just like, this is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about, yeah. The rain in your face.
You do have to get them experiences then. I've had enough of them, so I'm said this year I'm going for the glamping.
Yeah, I'm done with that stuff, man. Like even like festivals abroad and stuff like that. Just done. Even parties and party places abroad, I can't do it. But
I said you kind of got enough of those. I said if you're DJing from young as well in parties, you'd be going to house parties and going out for
a long time.
Yeah.
I like the local few points.
So I mean, you're trying to do man. You're just going to the local and you're doing 5Ks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, trying to do 5Ks. Yeah, trying. Not marathons yet, but hopefully. I'll do half. I'll try to do a half sounds. See what I get on.
Like growing up, you listening to dance music. Who would have been your biggest inspirations, sort of DJs? And like, I'll follow that up with Dream back to back playback.
Growing up, geez, when I was growing up, like everyone listened to like Hardwell and you know
yeah. Chasing the Sun remix.
Yeah, all that stuff. That's the stuff I was listening to, like, and like a VG, Martin Garrix, like Mike, Steve Aoki, all those boys. Stuff that's still big in America. That's we don't listen to any of that stuff.
No, EDM is it?
EDM, electronic dance music, old stuff like. And then when I started getting into like, when we started moving on a bit and started listening to like our own kind of, I think Ireland has its own like kind of unique sound.
Yeah, it does definitely.
Especially when it comes to house music, like we have the likes of like, obviously Robbie G's part of Belters Only, and he's an OG to be honest with you, man. He's a very good producer. So I started listening to him at a young age. Yeah. Who do we move on to then? Kind of like the likes of Ketamine and stuff like that. So it's progressed. So it's gone from like EDM to kind of more like housey, kind of piano house and stuff like that, and then it's gone into like kind of tech house, bass house with Ketamine, rave house almost is what I'd call it. And now we're gone even heavier again. Everyone's listening to just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, but you're talking about Robbie G there, and obviously he's part of Belters Only, and Ketamine as well played the RDS there a couple of weeks ago, didn't he? Like these lads are gone to another level. Like Belters Only are charting in the UK, probably have residency over the beat. I don't know, but they're playing like all over the place. Like it's mad.
These boys are huge. Like the boys that we were listening to years ago that weren't as big. Like there's videos of I played back to back with Robbie G at a house party in Malahide when I was like 18.
Yeah, like I remember Robbie G. His first blow up was probably on Bended Knee, was it? Was that?
On Bended Knee, yeah, or pretty. What's Brown Eyes?
Yeah, they were fucking massive tracks back in the day. As I said, like it doesn't just come up. You're putting in the hard graft that people maybe aren't seeing. There's only a few people who see that, and you just blow up. You can just blow up all of a sudden, like one track, and just make it go anywhere. Like
that's all it takes. Like these boys are putting the graft years. Even Ketamine as well.
Yeah.
Big guys, Rebuke. I don't know. You know Rebuke?
Yeah.
Rebuke would be like he's humongous now. To be honest, he's probably the biggest Irish DJ. I'd say Rebuke would be.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem that big here. He's not as big here. Like Ketamine would probably be the biggest here. Or Obscure even. I know I'm one of the lads from Obscure where it was years. He was making piano house back when he started making piano house. His name's Lorcan McCarthy. He's main producer in Obscure now. He's their number one everywhere. Like they're flying. But Rebuke would be playing like Ultra Music Festival main stage and humongous festivals in America and stuff like that. And he's from Limerick or something like that. Some lad from Limerick.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've seen that even like our like local nightclub art, they've nearly like rebranded in the last few years into like they're solely going for house and techno.
Yeah.
You know.
It's done them very well as well.
Yeah, and they get really big accent.
Who's this?
Earth Andrada.
Yeah, sure. Their Rebuke would do a lot of their stuff.
Yeah,
the lads from Rebuke. Yeah, so they do the bookings for them. I'm pretty sure
they get a lot of.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be like the biggest fan of House of Techno. I'm still recognising like a lot of the names they be bringing through.
Yeah, they bring in a lot of big people.
Yeah.
They have a lot of people signed. Reboot do so. They've BLK signed, Fionn Kern, That's Go. That's Go. A lot of big kind of heavier kind of. I don't think they will go that heavy.
BLK's gone to a different level of heavy now compared to what he was a couple of years ago, though, hasn't he?
He's gone like borderline. He's gone hardcore.
Really
He's got hardcore,
like...
and then there's like a line called Gabber. I don't know if you know what Gabber is.
No.
I don't recommend this.
It's doing it well anyway because
I remember walking by. There was a festival BLK was playing. The ground is literally shaking.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's just noise now. It's like that's like literally someone pulling a chair in and out of a table or something. It's like the chair squeaking off the ground. I'm like, that's metal. And then just a big heavy kick behind it. But people love it, man. That's the scene, like, so.
Yeah. And are you working on anything now? Do you have anything cooking at the moment?
Not with labels. I'm making. I did say actually make Trad House again, but well, it's not really Trad House. It's like a folk house song kind of. There's an artist called Gearoid McCarthy. I don't know if you know Gearoid McCarthy. He's based actually in Kerry, and I'm making a remix for him at the moment. I was making a remix. I made a stupid remix for the two Johnnies. They asked me to make a remix for them.
Did they?
Yeah.
What track?
What's it called again?
The Car of Scandal.
No, it's fucking atrocious, man. No offense.
Oh
so bad, man.
Yeah, I like to see Johnny's put their music because
it's fucking dog shit.
It's bad, isn't it?
If they see this, I'm sorry. I talked to one of them, Johnny B. I talked to.
Yeah.
I'll play it. I'll play it over. It's not finished though, but I'll see if I can find it. I was making a song with John Mary Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was making a comeback and they asked me to make a remix for her as well.
No way.
I made it. I don't think they're gonna never see it.
I don't care, and you don't care, because we're all hauling grass. Up the giant, the two Johnnies! Yep! Ho-ho!
I could see this at point in the field to be fair going.
We're all hauling.
That would do well.
Yeah.
That actually would do well at the same time.
I'm not funny. Like,
that's Johnny B's alter ego. What's his name? No Furlong. Do you listen to the two Johnnies?
I used to. I don't listen to them as much.
Yeah, that's a skit that they do on every podcast. No Furlong. Yeah. That's Johnny B singing.
I'll tell you, for a fella that's been doing the summers driving tractors in and out, that song would do numbers.
They're massive. Like, they only have to play. They do an outdoor gig every year in Ireland, and one at Christmas as well.
Point to the field, yeah, 6 St. Anne's Park.
Massive, yeah. Like, and the Christmas show in the Tree Arena sells out every time. They do put on a good show. I've never been, but I know they put a lot of work into it and a lot. They do a lot.
They sell it out every time,
yeah,
within minutes. So
I know. Lads I was working with now, cousins and that, they'd be
horny for that,
yeah. You'd be getting 3 million streams and that from them alone.
I don't know. See, I kind of wanted to gear away from that side.
Yeah, you want to do a bit something different.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Gary texted me there, and he's a good. I need to listen to Gary. He's actually really good.
Yeah.
He's blown up on TikTok majorly and Instagram. He has and Facebook. He has millions of followers now.
Does he? Yeah.
Yeah. He's good. Like, yeah, he asked me to make a remix, so that could be coming out. I need to finish it. To be honest, just me finishing stuff.
Yeah, trying to find the time as well. You have to be in the right headspace to do it.
Like when Johnny B from the two Johnnies is talking you out of it saying, "Oh, when's it going to be done?" and I'm just there kind of ignoring him. Like, it's like, what the hell's going on in my life right now? But yeah, it's just one of those things. I have a track coming out soon. I haven't finished a while. It's a heavier kind of song. It's a remix of just on Prima Donna Girl.
Yeah, well
done.
done.
Like a heavy remix of that. So
Rain and the Diamonds.
Yeah, Rain and the Diamonds. Yeah, I hope to get that out soon.
Do you have a date ready to go for it, or just you see when you finish
sitting there ready to go? And one day I'm just gonna stick up a TikTok video, being like, "This is out now," and see how we get on. I haven't released anything in like a year though, so it could do dog shit or it could do really well. I don't know.
Yeah, but even if it doesn't do well off the bat, obviously you'll keep at it.
Yeah.
Knowing that you haven't released anything in a year, and it could go either way. Like, you know what I mean?
I think the TikTok market is fluid at the moment. Like, everyone's trying to be a producer and DJ at the moment as well. So
yeah, but that Prima Donna girl song, like, that's a throwback banger that could just latch on straight away. Yeah. Definitely.
And hopefully people start making sounds to it. That's one of those important things. TikToks. Once people start making sounds to TikToks.
That's my issue. I'm not on TikTok, so like, for finding new music today, you don't see all that.
Really?
Yeah, like, you don't see when people are blowing up that way. I'm really waiting for him to send it to me.
Yeah, I'm chronically on TikTok now, to be honest.
I'm on TikTok's the way. Like, even if you started posting stuff on TikTok.
Yeah, we have.
Like, I see podcasts all the time on TikTok. Do you know what I Yeah, so
Yeah, lads are saying that they see the fellas in clips and podcasts, they've never seen the actual video. It's only just on clips.
It's literally just clips, yeah. And they recognise it from the clips. And
The bread basket, they blew up on TikTok. Do you know the bread basket? They do everything. Like they play games on TikTok and things like that, and they have blew up completely. They are fucking deadly. Those people.
That's why I literally couldn't download TikTok for this reason. I was like, I'd spend my whole life
Yeah,
on
man.
phone. I'd get into that and I'd be
Yeah,
sweating.
but the bread basket got through to you on Instagram anyway.
Bread basket would get through to
Instagram
me
got
if they were
through to
playing
you.
out there.
Sometimes you need to just. Sometimes I even try on the phone in the car when I'm in work and just leave it in the car and just try to tip on that way because I literally just be fucking scrambling through TikTok, man.
Yeah. Outside of music, obviously a lot of people following TikTok. You have a big interest in cars and you work in cars as well.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, was there like, I know everyone thinks like, oh, Bugatti Veyron and things like that, but were there kind of 2-3 cars that you were looking at that you were like, dream car?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
I think he has one now, does he?
Yeah. I remember when he bought that, he texted me and he was like, he's after getting a Mazda.
Yeah, I got the Mazda RX-7, yeah. Like, I watched, when I was really young at the time, I watched Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. And your man in the hand, who was always eating the chips, and the Japanese guy, he was just chilling on an RX-7, and the thing was an absolute beast, man.
The body kit on it, that was mine growing up.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, it was that RX-7, orange and black, and looking at it.
So fucking cool, man. So cool. I was like, I want that. I got it tattooed on me when I was like 18.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get this car. I manifested that shit, and then
It worked.
I bought it. Like, geez,
Did you get it out much?
7 months ago. I was actually going for a full respray now. All the shit's so expensive. Man.
So expensive.
Like, I ordered wheels from Japan. They're supposed to be here in January. I just spent $2,000 on a used set of wheels, and that's just the wheels, not tires, just the alloys.
Yeah.
Brand new. They would like 4.5. Supposed to land in January. Wasn't on that shipment, and they're only coming in July. The body kit that I wanted, ECU, everything that I wanted under the bonnet, I have basically sorted. So yeah, I kind of have everything sorted except for the respray. So
keep it away from the potholes around our car.
Oh man, I'm not driving up towards that. I'm just driving. I drive it in and out of work. That's it, barely. It usually just sits in an underground in work.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, no, for me that was mine. Speaking of tattoos, actually, we're to say your 3 favourite, and then no, you love them all, but
I hate loads of my tattoos. Loads of my tattoos suck.
Well, what would you say your 3 favourite and 3 least favourite?
3 favourite, probably my RX-7 on my stomach. I have my full back tattooed. That's like 2 koi. So I went to Japan. Japan's the best place ever. You can get to Japan.
It's on my list.
Oh yeah, you have to go. You have to go. Sure, you're traveling around Asia recently.
Yeah, that was the one regret. It was kind of cold in Japan. We're looking time wise, like we won't make it, but that's on the list for sure.
You have to go to Japan, 100%. I'd recommend. So like my full back is like a full Japanese kind of style back. So koi fish, cherry blossom tree, and like Japanese writing gone down the middle of it. That's number 2 and number 3.
Got good feeling. Yeah, you got a lot to choose from.
Yeah, probably my 2-pack tattoo. I have a 2-pack tattoo on my leg. Yeah, or one of my pints of Guinness. 2-pack.
Oh, deadly, yeah. The Guinness one's a belter as well.
Yeah, I have 2 Guinness ones. Oh, my Gengar one's pretty cool as well. Yeah, my 3 least favourite. Probably the arrow I have here. I have an arrow there. I did that on myself.
Did you?
Yeah. I was really drunk. Looks shit.
How did you do a tattoo
With a
yourself?
gun or?
Yeah, with a gun, yeah.
I gave a girl a tattoo with a gun.
You did?
Yeah. Remember New Year's Eve one night? It's terrible. I was afraid it was going to be infected or something.
And you were sober as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
I've seen your handwriting.
It's absolute chicken.
My handwriting is fucking shy as well, man.
Can't make out what it is.
No, that I hate that tattoo. Like probably most of my right arm, to be honest with you. See that skull? Like that skull there is number 2, and that watch is number 3.
Really?
Fuck me, man. I thought I was cool when I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
And like I was the first one to get big tattoos in school. And like in my year, I walked in with that, and I was like literally just that there. I was like,
yeah.
Just thought it was class.
Me covering up my compass. What's at the moment?
Was it? I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
that's done 2 weeks ago.
That's cool.
No, you don't have to lie.
What would you? What's your?
This is realism. Fucking realism isn't around anymore, man. That shit, like, that's more like alt. You know
Yeah, geometric.
Patchwork.
What would you, if you had to go least favourite tattoo? Or do you have one? We can't pull them out here.
Yeah, everything I'm not. I fucking hate it.
What's this?
Everything I'm not.
Yeah, the tattoo there, do you?
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. I've nothing else in this arm. I don't mind anything else I have. That's my first art smoke. This was my first one. Yeah, and that was it. Let's see yours.
What you had there, sorry?
That
Oh, I thought that was fucking.
that was like number
No,
2.
I thought that butterfly was. I just seen like a quickly. Did you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
You ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? You know Appa from it. I thought that was Appa. That's reminded me to produce music. I'm being serious. That's actually it. That's the only way I can.
Do you ever see the UFC fighter Israel Adesanya?
No, I don't watch UFC.
Oh, his tattoo. He's one. He calls
He's the last airbender, isn't he?
He calls himself the last stylebender after that show. And
Really?
he's got loads of airbender tattoos on him.
That's sick, man.
It's savage.
I love Avatar: Last Airbender is probably the best show ever made, in my opinion.
That's what you're talking about, Japan, like anime and everything like that.
Yeah, anime's class as well, yeah. But Pokemon. Did you go to Pokemon Center? Oh no, you didn't. You need to go to Pokemon
Do you know,
Center.
I actually never watched Pokemon. I didn't even get on the Pokemon Go thing when it popped off.
Oh man.
You wouldn't get many Pokemon around you, didn't
No,
you?
you wouldn't.
No, you'd see one about 4 miles away and be like,
I did you driving the places, man, trying to get those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I was
I
going
know
to
that
Phoenix
shit as well.
Park walking around with my phone. People were learning music and seeing what a virgin I was like that. I got a few though. What can you do?
Gotta catch them all.
yeah, for me, I gotta go. First one was I got a pineapple. I was on holidays. It was like Santa Pon's out where everyone's going. We're like, oh,
You said it was a pineapple that he got Santa Pons, isn't it?
that's where. That's
Swingers.
It is a swinger tattoo.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
No, it's not a swinger tattoo, but pineapples are associated with swingers.
I remember.
Did he come to your door or something? Or?
Yeah.
We were.
Swingers.
I remember being on holidays, and obviously now you could see it. And this couple come over from England, like Coventry or something. They were chatting away, just thought it was the way it was. And next thing they're like inviting us up to the room. Be like, oh, do you want to come up for a drink and everything? What's that?
Yeah. All right.
Story ends there. But yeah, I remember looking it up then. They're like, oh yeah, pineapple's a sign of a swinger. Same as that palm grass. Blind Boy has an episode about it. If you have like a certain kind of grass in your garden and everything.
Yeah, two Johnny's talk about all that. That's how I knew about
This is
pineapple.
swinging house.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I got to be careful now. We'll get
Jeez.
approached.
What do you mean, be careful?
True.
You
Again,
should
as
be, you
much
should
as
be bracing.
possible.
You get the legs all the time.
Yeah.
Man.
I want to
Don't
wear
mind to
ankle,
wearing shorts.
ankle socks only.
Just-
And then least favourite I gotta say is probably
That calamity on your arm.
I drew it myself and everything. The solar system.
Show him.
Do you draw it?
I drew it. Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is deadly. Loved it. And then I remember just catching a glimpse. The good thing I can't actually see it. Catching a glimpse in the mirror and being like, Jesus Christ.
Would you get it covered up or anything? No?
Nah, I probably wouldn't.
To be honest, yeah, the position it's in.
I'll wait till they discover
Swear
some
by
new
the t-shirt.
planets.
Yeah, it's good job.
Wait for what?
Wait till they discover some new planets.
Yeah, nice.
Keep at it. The way I look at that, my tattoos, you said to me, but yeah, I dislike some of them, but man, you have a pineapple there as well.
Yeah.
Told you, swing your
Yeah,
house.
swing your house all day. Do I regret them? That I might not like them, but do I regret them? Probably not now, because it reminds me of a time in my life, like I remember doing a tattoo on myself because I was whatever 19. So after a night out, I was drunk back in the house. The lads were with me as well. They all do tattoos as well, so I got a tattoo there that reminds me of that.
You've done a good job on it, to be fair. Like.
Not really. Look at this. Look at the line.
I'd probably do worse on myself.
Yeah,
I'd
look like a lightning bolt or something.
Yeah,
probably would, yeah.
I should have lighting as well.
But you said like that's half the reason we did this with music is we're listening back to songs and like the association you have. You're saying the tattoos bring you back to time, like when we're listening to certain songs that's bringing you back. Like we're doing Eminem, like soon enough, and I was listening there to like the real Slim Shady. It's like bringing me back to primary school.
Yeah.
Like listening to that, sending it on Bluetooth and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Akon reminds me of that, man.
I think that was the first song someone sent me on Bluetooth, like little Nokia 260.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was pretty Akon Smack that I'd say or something.
That was it.
Akon was just passed around through Bluetooth back in the day, man.
Yeah, he was a fucking Bluetooth slut.
He's a Bluetooth slut, man. Sexy bitch. So, why do I have the Fahri MacBook?
I know, yeah, we made this for you.
Nice, thanks. Appreciate it.
I had to go with the rider, you demanded.
What'd you say?
You had to go with the rider, you demanded.
What did you fucking
This
say?
is-
I'll just have my Red Bull road, I'm good.
I forgot anything. I know you were saying.
Well, song coming out could be out in the next week, could be out in the next month. And we call it Madonna Girl on Soundcloud. What else have? That's it. Could be remixes coming to Spotify, but you can see them on my socials. Fahri Max and socials.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here
They
first.
come back.
Come
They
back.
come back.
I'm back, baby. I'm taking this full on now. I'm just gonna get the head down and go for it again. So
Yeah, you kind of got energy back on into it.
energy back going into it. Started a new job there like a year and a half ago, so I kind of focused on that for a bit and just was DJing a bit, so I just kind of put my energy into that. But so we go.
Yeah, but look, thanks for coming on, especially.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, respect it for coming on. Cheers. Thanks, man.
Anytime.